Hey everybody, The Amazing here, bringing you another review. This time is of the SH Figuarts X Ultra Act Ultraman limited release version. That is a lot to say, and as usual, I don't know why, but let's get to it. First and foremost, I want to start by saying I'm very happy to constantly get new Ultraman stuff, especially from the manga. It's fantastic, but I'm a little disappointed because I'm wanting to get other characters at this point. And at this point, this is the now third mold of the main character. But like all things, you need him to carry the line because the main character is where it's at. There's a lot of iterations of him, and this one being a limited release, you have the same mold with new parts and a new color. I'm still happy to get it, but at this point, after seeing Ultraman Jack in the manga, I completely and utterly want it right now. But yeah, let's get to it. If you haven't seen a review, we'll go over Articulation first so you guys can see what's going on. If you don't have any of the other versions, and if you did, you can obviously scrub over and get to the part where I do the new stuff, right? So this Ultraman is really nice. It's a humanoid form of the son of Ultraman. It's carried over in the manga. Articulation-wise, it's done really well and really different for an Ultraman figure and even that of an SHF. As you can see, there's articulation here near the bottom. The ab crunch only goes about this far back and forward. The torso actually rotates really well left and right. It's a little hindered and tight, but that's good because you want to keep it going well. The arm articulation is really nice. There's no outer bicep swivel. It's actually all inside, so you have to be aware of that. You can actually rotate it left and right. So you can actually rotate that left and right. You can actually pull out the arm anyway to do the drop down technique to go forward. So that way you have a better range of motion. And it goes right back into position. So that way it seems almost seamless when you're putting him back in normal position. Head can go left and right, up and down, and rotate really well. And it can only go about this far left and this far right and can't really look up, so you have to worry about that. So this is the helmet version. Legs, you use the old drop down technique. Oop, I pulled a little too hard, guys. So don't get mad at that. That's just me. The legs, you can actually I'm so sorry, y'all. But the legs, you can actually use the old drop down technique from the Dragon Ball figures. And there's thigh cut, so that way you can rotate it as well. And when doing that, please be careful. I gotta add some shock oil because this one's actually pretty tight. But you can actually rotate it really well. The legs go about this far down, and it has toe pivot. It has ankle pivot as well, so please don't worry about that. The ankle pivot actually only goes in and doesn't go outward. So please be careful and be aware of that. So you can actually get nice rotation. The hand pegs actually don't allow for really too much range of movement. It just rotates left and right. But I think you get the gist of it, right? So articulation is pretty much covered, and now we're going to cover what he comes with and why he's so different from the other versions, but also the same. Let's get him in a cool position to stay in, because he's the son of Ultraman. I want him to be something cool. Do something cool, sorry. Yeah, let's work with this. I like this pose a lot. Let's work with that. So as far as accessories, Ultraman doesn't come with a lot because this one actually fights with just his hands. Now, hands-wise, he comes with 2 semi-pointing hands. And we're going to change the focus real fast. 2 semi-pointing hands. He comes with 2 open palm hands. Or I wouldn't say open palms. I want to say semi-open palms. These are more like getting ready to grab or fighting pose hands. He also comes with 2 open gauntlet pieces, which one actually came off already. So I'm going to fix that. So I'm going to put this on so that way you know what's going on. But yeah, one came off and I didn't even notice. And that is for the fact that you want to use your Spacium Ray. So the piece actually locks in and the arms actually hold it really well to the point where you can just do it with one hand and it should be able to hold up with the articulation. So as you can see, it actually does hold up really well. The Spacium Ray piece is actually quite heavy, so please be careful with that. And it's made of hard plastic. It's not the soft plastic. So if it drops, these chunks will actually probably fall off and break, so please be careful. Now, the normal Spacium Ray for this Ultraman is normally blue, but since it's the limited release, it's now red. Obviously, it's a powered up form. The chest piece actually comes off as well, and the reason why is because there's 3 pieces. The normal chest piece, and then there's the smaller chest piece, which is chest plate B. It'll say it actually on the inside as well. Let me see if it gets you guys to see it. As you can see, it says B right there. And that plugs in very nicely into the chest And it's smaller and allows for more range of motion. So that way you can do things like block and whoop, my focus is all over the place today and I'm sorry about that. So you could do things like block attacks, cross arms so that way it's closer and things like that. So the limited release is actually really nice that it comes with those chest plates. The original and special color version actually come with it as well too. So be aware of that. But the prize crown winning piece of this is actually this piece. This is the significant piece that shows you that this is why the limited release is what it is. In the manga, this is a significant power-up for the Ultraman. It's actually quite dangerous for him to use as well. But when you plug it in, it looks so damn nice. So you can do all the dynamic posing and walking. And the thing is, though, you have to be careful because the arm you want it to undercut right here on the right-hand side. And on the left, there's no opening for it. So it's mostly just your right-hand side. You have an opening for articulation. Otherwise, most of your moves being done are all to show off the limited release. It looks really, really good. It almost always looks like it's glowing, especially right now under my photos and in post. Also, I'm really excited because it comes with 2 unmasked heads. Now, previously, you only got one that came with it. So you get this one. It's some that comes with the other one. But now you also get a angry one, which is really cool. And you also get hair to cover it. And the hair opens up and can connect to both. So you can just plug it right in. And voila. So even if you don't want to do the masked head, well, the helmeted head, I should say. I don't want to call it masked. If you don't do the helmeted head, you can actually pop it on with the ball joint here. And voila. So now you have him unmasked and with the limited release. It looks really good together. Can't say they don't. They look really good. I'm a big fan of this. I don't know what's up with my focus, and it's actually making me quite angry. So I apologize for that. It looks really good. Big fan of this Ultraman. And then when you compare it to the second release, the special color version, they still both look really nice. The parts are completely and utterly compatible with each other. So if you want to recolor or try something new, you totally can. They're just really, really nice. I'm enjoying this. This one is the red is more semi-metallic. The silver is more pink. I mean, well, not silver, but the grays are more pinkish and reddish. It's really nice. If you haven't gotten any of these releases, limited release is a good place to start. I'm really enjoying it. I'm excited because hopefully we'll get Jack later. The manga's been doing really well. I'm hoping to see definitely a lot more figures from this. To compare heights, this Ultraman actually doesn't grow, but I don't want to spoil anything in the manga. No, he doesn't grow, but they do hint at it. So he actually is humanoid size. And him in comparison with the Mezco, height-wise, this is him. This is him with an AI martial artist. This is him next to a synthetic human, which is going to be super cool for army building shots. This is him next to a Marvel Legends Scourge with a custom head, which he's actually taller than. So just so you guys know, this guy is actually taller than most normal figures, including stuff like the Bodycoon and things like that. He's more in scale with the Mezco and Marvel Legends. And yeah, let's actually compare him to a slightly bigger body so you guys can see what it's like for him to fight these things, do it what it is up against them. Here he is next to a Mythic Legions. And as you can see, he's smaller, but he's actually bigger in scale than most imports, who usually this kind of guy towers over. So yeah, size-wise, we have a really good figure. We're looking forward to something really nice. I hope you guys enjoy the photos at the end. Hope you guys really enjoy these because I'm actually feeling to do some Ultraman photos. In the meantime, guys, be good, do good, drink your water. Later.